Good evening. In this video, we will see one of the scenario we are going to achieve, one of the feature which we'll be achieving in the Dynamics 365. The objective is that I want to send the SMS to some of the contacts using the Twilio service provider. So how I will do on the account form, I will have the subgrid of the contacts, and when I will select the contact, I should be able to send the SMS to those contacts, and the service provider for that sending SMS is Twilio. So that is the objective we are going to do. To achieve this one, I have designed the solution in the two part. The part one is that we will be creating an action. So action will be bound to the contact entity, and then I will have the one plugin which will hand the logic of sending the SMS using the Twilio service. It will use the Twilio message service to send the SMS. Then this plugin, we will register on the action what we have created, and then we will test it. So this is the part one of entirely handling the send SMS logic here. In the part B, what we do, we'll have the contact subgrid on the account, and we'll have the web resource to handle the logic to execute the action, and that function in the web resource will have the function which will be uh, called from the command button, which we will add on the contact subgrid. And once the button is clicked, then it will call that method to execute the action what we have created. So like that, this objective will be achieved. So there are different way to do that maybe. So I'm just taking this approach. Why I'm taking? Because here few things we will have the learnings from here. The first learning is that since we will be using the Twilio service provider into the our plugin code, so it is the third party tool, third party library, and it will be kind of dependency assembly. So you will learn how to create a plugin for the dependency assembly and how to register that one. So that is the one of the learning outcome from this scenario outcome. Then also you will learn how to create the command button on the subgrid, and how to register the functions on the command button, and then execute the action using the JavaScript from the command button. So there are a lot of learnings from this implementation. So I hope now you understood what is our objective and how we are going to do that. So let's proceed to the implementation side. So first of all, what I'm going to do is we have from few requisites we need to do. First of all, you need to install this Power Platform CLI. So you can go to this link here, and then you can go here and download it and install it. So when you install, you will have the spec command available. So you can execute from the PowerShell or the terminal. Okay, once it is installed, you can verify it. Then you have to install the plugin registration tool. You have to download it. Otherwise, you can use the XM toolbox for the same. And then we need the Visual Studio 2019 onwards so that we can develop the new plugin on that. So I hope you have done this part, and here we have to create the plugin for that. So this is the step to create the plugin, new package plugin. We'll use this step to do that. So before I proceed to do the plugin this thing, I'm going to create the action so that meanwhile when I'll develop the plugin, I will register that plugin into that action. So this is my solution in my particular environment here. And here I'm going to, first of all, the resource I'm going to add is the process. So I'll go to the new automation and select the process as action. Give the name as send SMS using Twilio. And since I'm going to create as bound, so I will select this table here, and table name I'm going to create as contact. And if you select the none, then this action will become as a global, and it is not required to pass any entity ID when you call it. But when you're bound to particular table, then for that particular table ID, you need to pass it when you call it. So I'll just create this action. So meanwhile, it is loading. Yeah, it is loaded. So here, this action, skated. So here, there's different way maybe to implement the same scenario where you can have some input parameters and steps to do that, like custom actions. You can do that, like code activity you can create and you can use it here. But here I'm not going to add this one because I will create the plugin and that plugin I will register on this message so that I will have the target entity coming as a contact and that I will have the contact ID there. So I'm not going to add here any input parameter and then any steps. I'll just activate this process. Okay, so my action is activated. So the first thing we have done, we have created the action and now it is ready to use. Next step is creating the plugin. So as we have seen in this step, this is the code the PowerShell script to create the uh, project of the plugin. But you can see here we are having the skipping sign in. So why? Because if you sign in your assembly, then the Twilio package what we will install into the project that is not signed in. So when your code will execute, it will fail. So I'll show you why it will fail in later. But let's create the plugin without the sign in. So to do that, I am in my folder. This is my folder structure. I'm going to create the new project here. So I'll open into the terminal and then I'll execute this code. So we are having pack, plugin, init, and this one. So I'm skipping this sentence. So if you see that when you hit enter, it will create the Dataverse plugin class. So and if I'll go to my folder, you will see the plugin folder has been created. So this is our project name, send SMS demo. Okay, and I'll open into the Visual Studio. Okay, so we'll explore a little bit here what happened. So here you can see as soon as the project is loaded here. So it is created in the framework 4.6.2. This is the .NET framework we need to install in your system. Then there is no sign-in assembly here. There is no sign-in assembly, and you can otherwise that is why you can register this as a NuGet package into the plugin registration tool. So there is no sign-in added here, and then also it has structured the plugin base class, so most of the components are already ready, and then we are having the plugin class here, so this we will modify. So I'm going to change this file a little bit, but before that we'll add the other dependency object, dependency package. The first one is the Microsoft XMSDK, which will be the our core assemblies. So I will install this core assembly. Okay, it is already installed there. So next is the, if you see in the package, dependency package, this is already installed, right? Core assembly. Next is we have to install the um, Twilio here. So I'll install the Twilio package. Okay, so Twilio I have selected and installed. Apply to this project, accept this. Now in the package, if you see, the Twilio has been added. So now this package is the third party package, and if you sign in this project, this assembly, then you need, this is not sign in. So when you use any services of this third party, your plugin will fail to execute that one. So that is why the sign in is not required if you're using the dependency assembly, but you can you can register this package as a NuGet package into the plugin registration tool. So we'll see that one. But before that, we are going to build the logic of our plugin, what we have to do. So I'll just change this plugin name here. That should be send SMS Twilio, and this is the simple name I'm going to give. Rename this one. So this is our plugin. created. Here we are having the structure, the constructor of the plugin, where we are having the unsecure and secure configuration. If you want to use in the plugin, you can do that. Next is the actual execute method here, where we are checking the local context, and then if it is null, then this is the exception will be thrown, and this is the context it is retrieved. Here the to do logic is there, which we will have to delete and then implement our logic here. So first of all, we have to create the CRM service. So I'm going to create the CRM service. So for that, where service provider we need to get, that is equals to local dot organization service factory. So this is the service factory. Then from the service factory, we'll create the um, uh, uh, service. So here where CRM service, that equals to service factory dot create organization service, and it should be under the context of the user ID. Okay, and this is how you can create the CRM service. But before that, if you can have this some validation, the validations like we need to check the plugin which I'll register, this is registered on the contact or not. So here, if context dot input parameters dot contains, if it is type target and it is context dot input parameter of target is entity reference, I'll just name this as a contact entity reference. Okay, so if it is true, then we are going to check the if entity reference is entity contact entity reference is dot logical name is equals to contact. If it is true, then it's fine. Otherwise, we can log the trace log. So it is local dot trace, and then we can write the trace message that your plugin is not registered on contact. Okay, hence aborting. So next is here, once it is registered on contact, then I need to get the contact ID. I will get it here. So I need to retrieve the contact, but on the contact, I will have the mobile number. So basically, if I'll open my model driven app where I have the DNLB model driven app, here I have the contact. I'll open one of the contact. Here, if you see on the contact, we'll have the mobile number, right? So this is the mobile number on which I will be sending the message. So I need to retrieve this mobile number from the contact on which this is executing. So to do that, I have to retrieve this record. So I will do uh, entity contact record, that is equals to CRM service. Okay, so here we have to initialize the service. So my mistakes, I'll copy this code and put into this here. Okay. And then CRM service is initialized dot retrieve record, and it will be a contact entity reference dot entity logical name, then contact entity reference dot ID, and the column set we need to retrieve. But if you use the column set, it is the part of the query, right? So Microsoft xml.sdk query. So I'll use that using Microsoft.xml.sdk.query here, and that inside that we'll have the column set. So new column set, and that column should be the column which we want to retrieve from this retrieve. So the column ID of this mobile number is we can get from this. You can install this power dynamics power pane here, dynamics 365 power pane, and there you can use this one to display this one schema name. So this is the schema name of that field. So I'll copy this name and put here. Okay, so this is the retrieving the mobile number. So we can check it if the contact record dot contains the this one, then we can create the variable. So string mobile number, that is equals to contact record dot get attribute, and it is a type of a string, and from the field this one. Okay, and since when you send the any number to any message to the number, then you have to specify the country code. The country code you can specify something like +91, and we can concatenate that. So like that, so this is the country code of India, so you can select the particular country code and then the number, because here it stores the number, right? So we can do like that. So you can hard code here or if you want. So this number I have retrieved. Now this number I will be sending to Twilio service. So for that I'm going to create this separate method here below this override. So I'm going to create private void send SMS to Twilio, send SMS from Twilio. Okay, and here it will take the string as a mobile number. Okay, and here we need to initialize some services. So for that, what we are going to do is we are have to some do some authentications, and also what I have already done this code, so I'll just copy from my snippet and I'll just put here. And this is our mobile number, so I'll just replace that. And message resource is not found because obviously this we need to include our using here. So Twilio using, and using Twilio dot rest dot API dot this and dot account, and then using Twilio.types. So this namespace we need to include, and here now you can see this is also what here what is happening is this method will take the mobile number. This is the authentication details of this one, and of my Twilio account, and then we'll initialize the Twilio service and then use the phone number to which we need to send, which is coming from this one. Then the phone number is already which we are having into the Twilio account here, right? If you go to the Twilio, we are having this number, right? This is the from number. So this we need to give here. Then some message what you want to send to this contact. This you can make it dynamic, and then we use this message resource to create it, and it will create the message here. So this is a very simple method, and this method we need to call into this one. So here we will call this one by passing the mobile number. It's very simple. So I hope now you got this code. So let me walk you through one more time. What is the plugin doing? In the plugin, as soon as we have local context coming, here we are checking if it contains the target, and target is the entity reference. And if the entity reference is the contact, then I'm creating the service factory and then CRM service using the local plugin context. From that service, I'm retrieving the contact record because I need to get the mobile number on which I need to send the SMS. And then I have the contact record. Then I retrieve the mobile number here, and then calling this method send the SMS to Twilio from Twilio. There I'm passing that mobile number, initializing the Twilio account using the details of the Twilio account, and then formatting this number and messages, and then calling these message resource.create to do that. This code you can find from the Twilio. So if you go to this Twilio here, and if you go to the help section, there is a developer docs, right? Using the details from the developer docs, you can have the different functions here. Twilio details, you can use it. If you want to get more details, we have the center help there. You will have the uh, copilot here given. You can use this to generate some snippet for you. So I have generated this code from there, so I have got it. So you can generate, if you want to use different services, you can use it. So this is where you can get the help of the Twilio how to write this method. So it is coming from there. So I hope now you understood it. So when I build this project, let's see here. Okay, so if you see that project, once it is built, you will see the extension of this one is new package. So this is not the DLL here. So this is the package here. And also DLL will be built. So, but we will be using the as a package. So this package we will include in our plugin registration tool. So it has built successfully without any error. So we'll copy this path of my local folder and put this assembly into the uh, plugin registration tool. So for that, what I have done is I have already logged in to the XLM toolbox here, and I have connected to my particular environment, and I have opened the plugin registration tool. Here I am going to register the new package. So here we are two ways we are having register the new assembly. This is the old way we used to register the any DLLs. Now we are having feature to register the new package. So we'll use this register new package, and we will browse our package here. So I'll just give the path name. Okay, so this is our package I have selected, and you can include this one into the our solution if you want to. So this is our solution customization. So I have included this into my customization solution and then import. So it will take some time to bring that package into this plugin registration tool here. So we'll wait for some time, few seconds, until this is getting completed. Okay, done. So now to see that one, you can go to the view and use display by package. Now you will see send this one, the new package which we have registered, it came here, and it has one plugin, this one, which is what we have created. So this is our send SMS plugin, right? This is our plugin. So this plugin is displaying here, send SMS. Now it does not have any steps. So we need to configure the steps. So the step of this plugin, I will configure on the entity that is DNLB, send SMS. See what is the name. So go to the process. The name of his my action I'm going to register is DNLB send SMS using Twilio, right? So I'll go here, plugin registration tool, and DNLB. This is the action name. So send SMS using Twilio. This I will select. Okay, the primary entity will be the contact because it is bound. So I have to select. The none entity is the second entity should be none. And then you can make it as post operation, synchronous, and serverless as a default what we have. And I do not have any secure or unsecure configuration because in the code I'm not using that here. So I'll just keep it and register this. I want to see it's getting error. Reload this again. I'll refresh this environment. Register the new step, and here DNLB. It's not. I need to close login. I'll just log out from here. Sorry, I'll just try to reload this again. My mistake. Plugin registration. Sometimes it takes time to come here. Okay. Not coming. So I'll close this. I'll see if my this is activated. Sending SMS using Twilio. It is fine. I refresh this. I'll check if it is there right way. I'll close this one, try to log in again. So I'm going to close this, open my environment. This is the tool, XM toolbox. I'll open that XM toolbox to log in again. Connect to the plugin registration tool from here. Okay, so it is connected. So it is activated, fine, it is fine. So I'll just connect to the XM toolbox. Okay, view. So now you will see that it is coming. So that is why sometimes when you register the plugin registration tool, you need to refresh your environment. You might need to re-log in into the XM toolbox. So I'll just select that one and then contact entity as a primary, and then it is none. And this setting I'll keep it configured as it is, and no need to add anything in the secure and secure configuration. I'll just register this step. Okay, so step has been registered. Now to test this plugin if it is working fine, what I'm going to do is I have installed this extension on the add-on on the Chrome, that is CRM REST Builder. So here we can use that to configure it. So I'll just provide this URL of the environment to this REST builders. You can download, you can search the CRM REST Builder extension for the Chrome. You can download it. You can add it to your Chrome here. And when you open that, you need to provide the environment URL. It will get the token and authenticate to your REST builder. And then from here, we can create the new collections of the request. And this request I'm going to do as a execute the action. And here the when you it will list out the both the type of action, whether it is table wise or the global. So if it is unbound, you can see all the unbound actions. So these are the all unbound action. If you know the table wise, so since our action which we have created, it is for contact table, right? So this action is specific to contact table. So I will select the contact here, and then action what we have created, we can see the list name here. And then we can provide some contact ID here, just total, because contact ID is kind of required because it is the primary entity is the contact here. So I'll open, I'll take one of the contact ID. So this is the contact ID. I'll take it and provide here. Okay. So I have selected it. Now, if you go to the editor, we are having different way of implementation on the JavaScript. So this is the using the web API, and this is using the fetch, jQuery, and XML HTTP requests. So here you will see that we are getting the XML global context environment URL, then contacts, and this is the contact ID, and then this is the action name it is passed, and then it will execute. So I'll move this one to the code editor. So it will come here, and then we can execute it. So let's see if it is getting executed. Okay, so it has executed, but the error message saying that it failed to send the SMS to the unverified number. So this is what I was saying. In the Twilio, if the number to which we are going to send the SMS, if it is unverified, then you cannot send the message to that. So the number which I sent here, the particular contact, this one, this is not verified into my Twilio. So that is why under the verified list. So that is why I'm getting this error. So like that, but our plugin has been executed. Now to see that one, what we can do is we can open the advanced setting from your environment. This is my advanced setting here. You can go to the, you have to enable the plugin trace log. So here I have already from the administration customization, I have already enabled the plugin trace log to all here. exception, and we are having all options. So already I am logging all the test logs. So all the test logs which I have written here, like these traces and all, so it should come there. So if I go to the in plugin test log here, you will see one test log should be created just now. Okay, this is the plugin test log. Just now it got created. If you open that one, it will have the details of the executions what got executed, and the same error message it came because we have an unverified number. So like that, you can verify your plugin has been executed. So this part is clear. I hope what we have done in this part is that creating the action, the this action we have created, then we have created a plugin, and this is the plugin code for that, and then we have registered the plugin using the plugin registration tool, and then we have registered the step on that action, and then action there we are sending we have tested using the REST builder where we are passing the contact ID and calling that action to send the SMS. So this is understood. So this code I will provide into the my one of the GitHub repository. I will put this solution there, and the link of that solution it will be in the description box. You can download it from there and you can try that one. So I hope you understood this one, and in the next video we will see the next part of this our implementation. So in the next video we will see the part B where we will create the subgrid and then web resources and use it. So thank you for watching this video, guys.